If this hadn't been such a huge people's movement, I wouldn't have gotten the guts to speak up, and I would have taken this to my grave, like most women and men do about their own sexual assault stories.
I actually honestly don't have any charge on him. I've only shaken his hand and he's never touched me inappropriately. The thing is, I decided to come forward with this because I kind of believed what happened to the other women, because he was giving me, I mean, he was calling me many times and asking me to go to his office. I found that a little creepy and I avoided that, but I never saw him. So I don't think I should, have any charges on him. I don't accuse him of anything. Unfortunately, they were not texts. If they were texts, I could have probably brought the proof. I don't have any texts. He would actually call me from a private number, always, probably because he's such a big guy, and I don't really I never knew his mobile number. So he would call me from a private number, and initially he would inquire about my work and such, and he would ask me how's things, let's meet up sometime, and it used to be really a very casual call, which I never mistook. But then later on, he would just repeatedly call and, ask me to come over to his office. And I don't know, he said, I've written a poem on you, and, it'll be really nice if you can come over. I started to get a little weirded about that. So I was like, sir, I have to go back to recording, and I would hang up. The next call he made was like, hey, I'm starting to fall in love with you. When are you coming over to my office and such? He kept calling, which I didn't answer because I had nothing more to talk to him about, because it was getting more and more awkward. I think about a week later, he called me again, and there was no way I couldn't pick up, because, I mean, each time I would just keep picking his calls out of respect. I didn't report because I honestly didn't feel the need to, and even had he approached me further and, touched me inappropriately, I probably wouldn't have known who to report it to, right? So, I mean, nothing of that sort happened. So I kept it to myself about this, and I told all my friends about it, especially my women friends, especially the ones who could possibly meet him in an event, or, I mean, it's good to warn about him and his character and how, what he does to women. Especially, I had heard from another acquaintance that, some of these women had been to his offices and they've been touched inappropriately. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what he was asking me to do. But, thankfully I didn't go. What prompted me to come forward this time is that I could completely relate to all those women, all those anonymous women, their stories, because I don't know, there was some kind of genuine approach to it, as in, I had a feeling that they had no reason to fake this. They were talking about the same kind of offices, the same kind of calls. So I really believed it. And then Chinmayi also had, said, this happened to me also. So I completely believe her. I completely believe the other women. I agree with Chinmayi on this. It's very hard to, come up in the industry, even if you just have a talent. So in a way, it's, you have to kind of keep up with these people, appreciate them, I mean, she was genuinely appreciating his art. I mean, she wasn't, saying anything, otherwise. So I don't see the harm in even calling, him to her wedding. So I don't know, the industry keeping quiet, I would say some probably don't believe her and some do. And, they're probably afraid that they might lose their job because this man is a very influential person. I don't know, probably some people might feel the shame of taking the wrong side sometime. And I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I feel the same too. I mean, none of my industry friends have written to me about this. So I completely feel what Chinmayi is going through. There are some women who agree with casting couch, and unfortunately, many men in the industry try their luck. And because of this age-old existing concept, and I hope Me Too will change this culture of casting couch and give more opportunity to women, men who are of genuine talent. Who haven't spoken up so far. I feel that it's probably really hard to speak up when you're alone. And, it's hard for people to believe it. And when there's a collective voice, it's very easy to say, hey, yes, this happened to me also. And sometimes it happens with the same person. So, it feels more easy to come out.